In a world filled with camera flashes, packed schedules, and the pressure of millions of eyes, genuine love often becomes a rare commodity. However, for BTS fans, especially ARMY who have been following the story of Taehyung and Jungkook, that love is not only real, but also felt in every glance, every embrace, and now, in every word. Taekook, a name no longer unfamiliar, a hope, a story, and for many, a reality that was never truly spoken until today. For years, Taehyung and Jungkook have been known for their almost indescribable chemistry. Not just friendship, nor the typical bond between group members. There was something deep, something so personal, as if only the two of them understood that language. And on that day, when the two of them sat together during a casual live stream, the world seemed to fall silent as those words finally came out. "I feel at peace when you're near me," Jungkook said, gazing at Taehyung with such a gentle look, as if the entire universe were contained within one person. Taehyung smiled slightly before responding, "Me too. You always fill the void that no one else can fill." ARMY cried. Was this the confession? Taehyung and Jungkook never explicitly said the word love to each other, at least not in the way the public had been waiting for. But every interaction between them was a poem without rhyme. The way Jungkook stole glances when Taehyung laughed. The way Taehyung gazed at Jungkook from afar with pride. The way they referred to each other as home, comfort, and peace. That was love in its most honest form. Love isn't just about saying, "I love you." Sometimes, love is silent, but you feel it in every little thing that person does for you. Taehyung said in an interview when asked about the meaning of love, and many fans felt those words were for Jungkook. In one of the rarely exposed interviews, Jungkook shed tears while discussing his concerns about the future. Amidst the jokes, he said, "I don't know what will happen in the future, but I know I don't want to live my life without him." Although the name was not mentioned, the camera captured Jungkook's gaze toward Taehyung, who was sitting not far from him at the time. Instantly, the moment went viral. Many ARMYs expressed their emotions, feeling that the feelings that had only been speculated about were finally taking shape. One of the hidden signs of their love is believed to be reflected in Taehyung's song, Blue and Gray, a song filled with pain and longing. However, one part of the lyrics is seen as a personal message to Jungkook. "I just want to be happier. Is that too much to ask? I miss your warmth when the world feels cold." Some fans quickly linked it to the difficult times they went through together, when Taehyung once said, "Jungkook is the reason I could survive the dark times." What makes this story even more touching is how the other BTS members seem so supportive. Jimin, known as a close friend of both, once remarked, "Taehyung and Jungkook, they have a bond that even I can't explain. But I'm happy to see them happy." Even RM, the leader, offered a wise statement in an interview. Love can come in many forms. And as long as it makes someone whole, it's love worth fighting for. One unforgettable live moment happened when they were just the two of them, sitting in front of the camera with no real plan. Jungkook started singing, and Taehyung joined in. Then suddenly Jungkook said, "If one day I can't speak, I want you to know, you're the one who makes me feel most alive." Taehyung, who had been laughing shyly, suddenly fell silent. He just stared at Jungkook with teary eyes and replied softly, "I feel it too. You're the only one who can make me feel whole." ARMY couldn't hold back their tears. It wasn't just a joke. It was a moment of honesty. In a culture that still questions sexual orientation, Expressions of affection between men can be a major controversy. But Taehyung and Jungkook never played it safe. They weren't afraid to show affection, hugs, holding hands, and meaningful words, all done with courage, as if saying, "This is who we are. This is our love." And even though the world hasn't heard them explicitly say, "We love each other," every action they take is a declaration of love stronger than words. They may never hold a press conference or write an official statement about their relationship, but true love doesn't always need public acknowledgement. Love lives in the small smile when their eyes meet, in the way they seek each other out in a crowd, and in the comfort that can only be built by two hearts that truly know each other. They don't need to say, "I love you" every day, because the whole world can already read those feelings from their honest body language. Many fans feel an emotional connection when they see Taehyung quietly holding Jungkook's hand backstage, or when they sit side by side in silence, without needing words, but clearly understanding each other. Their love is a love that grows in silence, flourishes in loyalty, and stands tall amidst thousands of judgmental glances. Not everyone can be strong enough to love in the shadows, but Taehyung and Jungkook do it, never losing their light. They have proven that true love doesn't need social validation. They don't love to be in the spotlight. They love because they can't help but love each other. And precisely because that love grows in silence, when it emerges to the surface, its emotional resonance feels far deeper. From South Korea to the far corners of the world, their love stirs the soul, inspires courage, and whispers to us all that love, no matter how silent, will always find a way to be heard. What is love, if not the feeling that keeps two people together through storms, supporting each other selflessly, and expressing their happiness in each other's presence? Taehyung and Jungkook may not have written it down on paper. They may not have posted photos of rings or official declarations. But their love exists, in whispers, in hugs, in song lyrics, in words finally spoken, and in eyes that cannot lie. And for those of us who witness it, their love is not only real, but also inspiring.